Adding to the relief packages by our Finance Minister, even the Reserve Bank of India joined the big fight with a host of measures aimed at minimizing the damage from COVID-19. So, in this video, let's find out how RBI added 3,74,000 crores to the country's financial system. These measures include the Great EMI Relief, where all the banks are being asked to allow a 3-month postponement on payment of installments. That means for the next 3 months, no EMI would be deducted from anyone's account who has a loan outstanding, which would resume after the postponement period gets over. Even all the long-term repo operations, which was planned by the RBI to be given as a loan to the banks over a 3-year tenure, are planned to be auctioned for 1 lakh crore at adjustable rates. The cash reserve ratio for all the banks has been reduced by 100 basis points or by 1%, which will release 1,37,000 crores. But what does a cash reserve ratio mean? Well, it is a minimum amount of deposit that the commercial banks have to hold as reserve with the central bank. Take for example, when someone deposits an amount of 100 with the bank, it increases the deposit of the bank by 100 rupees. Now suppose if the CRR is 9%, then the bank will have to hold additional rupees 9 with the central bank. This means that the commercial banks will be able to use only 91 rupees for investments or lending or credit purposes. To increase the flow of money, RBI has announced a massive 75 basis points cut in the repo rates to help the economy fight the pandemic. Simultaneously, the reverse repo rate was cut by 90 basis points to 4%, followed by a 25 basis points cut so that banks don't passively park funds with RBI and start lending to the productive sectors of the economy. These cuts in rates will release 1,37,000 crores into the system. But what does this repo rates and reverse repo rates mean? Well, repo rates refers to the rate at which commercial banks borrow money by selling the securities to the RBI to maintain liquidity during the shortage of funds. Whereas on the other side, reverse repo rate is a mechanism to absorb the liquidity in the market. It is when the RBI borrows money from banks when there is excess liquidity in the market, and in return, the banks benefit out of it by receiving interest for the holdings with RBI. Combining these three measures will make available a total of 3,74,000 crores to the country's financial system. Apart from this, the COVID-19 outbreak has taken a heavy toll on Indian exports. Considering this fact, RBI has extended the deadline for realization and repatriation period of export proceeds to 15 months from 9 months for all the exports made up to 31st of July. But again, what does this realization and repatriation period means? Well, price realization is the average selling price per unit of a product. For example, say for a quarter, Company A reported cement sales of 50 lakh tons worth rupees 2,000 lakhs. That means the selling price for every ton of cement is 40 rupees. Hence, price realization for Company A for that quarter is rupees 40 per ton. Similarly, repatriation refers to the conversion of any foreign currency into one's local currency. Even the RBI has provided relief to the state governments by raising their short-term borrowing limit by an additional 30%, which has created a space of rupees 12,000 crores for the state governments looking out for money. In addition to this, implementation of counter-cyclical capital buffer for banks will not be applicable for a period of 1 year or earlier, which means that there will be no limit on the capital that is to be kept by the bank to meet business cycle-related risks. This buffer amount mainly protects the banking sector against losses from the changes in economic conditions. So, that's all for this video. Hope you liked this effort, and if you did, please do like, share and subscribe to Unfolding India, and also do follow us on our other social media links so as not to miss out on the cool infographics being uploaded.